皆さん、こんにちは。エイディの安藤です。今回はカスタムリストについて解説をしています。リストの中にはシンプルなリストとカードリスト、あと画像のリストがすでに用意されていました。それとは別にもっと自由度が高く設定できるというのがカスタムリストです。動画の中ではボタンを追加したりとかアイコンを追加するとか、もちろんデータベースとの連携をしたりとか、そういったことができるようなリストの説明になっております。ぜひ皆さんアプリの構築の際に使ってみてください。Adalo使ってみたいと思った方はぜひ概要欄からリンクに飛んでみてください。またいいねとチャンネル登録もぜひよろしくお願いします。それでは本編の動画をご覧ください。
Hi there. In this video, we're going to explore working with custom lists. Now in Adalo, there's three types of lists that have been pre-designed for you: simple lists, card lists, and image lists. But what if you want something a little more, custom? That, of course, is where custom lists comes in. So let's walk through how to add a custom list. If I go over here to this blank screen, I want to add a custom list. I can click on the plus button in the left toolbar, scroll down to lists, and here I can see the previous options I just walked through: simple list, card list, and image list. But I can also add a custom list. So if I click and drag this onto my screen, I've now got a custom list. And like other types of lists, it starts by asking, what is this a list of? And so in this example, this is going to be a list of food trucks. But unlike the other types of lists, I can also click to see all the components that make up each list item. So in this example, we've got a rectangle, that's the background card, as well as the title text and subtitle text. And what's really amazing about custom lists is that I can customize these components to be whatever I want. So I'm going to start by adding another component to my list item. So let's say I want to add an icon. I can scroll down, drag an icon onto my first list item here, and you can see that an icon is now part of the list. I'm going to go ahead and change this to be a location icon. Great. I can also do more things like change the size and shape of my list. So if I click on this background card for the first list item and I drag it to be a little bit bigger, you can see that the subsequent list items in my custom list get bigger as well. And now I've got room to add even more objects to my list. So if I select this again, go back to components and click add component, now I've got room where I can add a button here. And I can change the button text. And now I've got a totally customized list. Now the last thing I need to do to set up the custom list is hook up the title and subtitle. So if I click on the list, I can double click to drill down into the text item and then change where it says title, use the magic text to have it be the current food truck name, and I can be all set. The other thing that I can do to get access to that is if I click on the list itself and then click on components and then click on title from here, that also takes me into where I can customize the title of the list item. Okay, so there's one other way that I want to show you where you can create a custom list. So if I scroll over here to this screen, you can see that I've got this whole custom design card element here. It's got a header bar, it's got an image, there's a couple icons and some text and a cool button. Now, what if I want this card to show up in a list for every food truck that I've got in my apps database? Well, what I can do is drag to select this whole area. So now I've got all 10 components that make up this element selected. And you can see here in the left panel, there's an option for Make List. And if I click this, now I've got a custom list made out of what I had previously designed. And just like before, I can click into any of the elements here. Like for example, this header, I can click and customize the text. So first, I'm going to say that this is a list of food trucks. And now I can say that this header area should have the current food truck's name. And where it says currently at, I can have this include the current food truck's location. Same thing for the hours here. And there you go. Now I've got a totally custom list that I designed by creating a single card first and then selecting all of the elements and clicking Make List. I can also customize how custom lists show up in the preview of my canvas here. So if I select the first list item, I can find the lower limit of the bounding box for the custom list, and I can drag it up or down. So if I want to have less things in the preview of my list, I can do that as well. So that's it. That's the basics of working with custom list.